beds. Sleep in Heavenly Peace provides beds for those who are in need, and this is a way to give back and to love others in a very tangible way. Sleep in Heavenly Peace gets to touch those that maybe you wouldn't get to see on a normal basis, and so it's a broad way to give back and to let people know we care about you in an everyday manner. Like it's something they can actually use.
Yeah.
And so to me, that's beneficial, and it's more long term.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it is amazing. We get to go and assemble the bed in the room and see the space, and then the family waits, and then you just see their joy, and you get to interact with the kids, and they're bouncing all over, and they're just ecstatic that somebody noticed them and that they needed something, and that now they're gonna not be on the floor and they can focus better for school and for all the things like that. And it's just a normalcy. It gives them something that most people have.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it is such an easy organization to give to give of your time or donations. You come and it's only like 8 to noon typically on a Saturday or a Sunday, and you build beds, and they tell you exactly how to do it. You stain the bed, which is very easy. You use tools. It's interactive with other people. It's just an easy give back that is huge. It makes a difference.
Great.
And this is just a really cool organization where they get to go and help other people and bring other kids that don't have beds. And so it was just like really well organized and just a really cool opportunity, and people from all ages are able to help out in any way possible.
I feel good because like I'm helping out others, but it's still pretty fun. It's like not boring because you're like very involved, yeah, interactive. There's always something for you to do, I feel like.
There's all different kinds. So there's like sanding, there's drill bits, there's drill press, there's staining, there's assembly.
The quality check.
Yeah. And so there's like something for everyone.
It's very well organized, and it's really fun, and it's a great way to spend your weekend.
Well, what we're doing is that we have a crew of 40 or 50 people out here today, and we are assembling beds for kids that otherwise are going to sleep on the floor. Well, I've been doing this for about 6 months, and from the very first time I did it, originally started with a church group and discovered this as what a great opportunity. Not only do I enjoy this kind of work, but the realization that we can spend a morning kind of putting beds together, and by that evening, kids are actually going to be sleeping in these beds. It gives you a pretty satisfactory feeling that you've actually accomplished something.
Yeah.
This is the kind of project when I retired I was looking at being able to participate in.
Yeah.
Well, one of the things I really enjoy about this is if you look at the group of people over there, I see one family over there, 3 different generations of that family are all working together. The idea that you bring your kids and grandkids all out here. Think of the message that sends to the whole family. These are the kind of things that are really worth doing.
Yeah.
And so the kids enjoy it, and like I said, it's just a great, valuable lesson to be teaching those, particularly those that really don't know what it's like to be without. Yeah, all I can say is if you haven't tried it, then do so. It's well worthwhile. People that do it for the first time generally all want to come back because they realize, what this really means.
Yeah. Okay, perfect.
Okay.
But we love volunteering. We love the organization. I, through the years, have been a volunteer for many organizations, and what's important to me is being a good steward of the financial end. And I feel Sleep in Heavenly Peace is very stewardship forward on the money that is donated.
Okay.
The organization of what we do and how we do it on the build days is tremendous, and I love a good organization. Awesome. I have learned how to use some tools. I didn't have a drill in my hand before I came. What's your best tool?
Oh, I like using the drill press because I learned how to use it in school.
Okay, great.
And then the palm sander, and you just learn a lot of technique, and it's something you don't learn at home maybe.
Yeah.
It puts you into a perspective of how much stuff you actually have, or like how much worse it could be.
Your heart enlarges by 4 times the size. It's fun to see those children get excited They want to be hands-on. They want to be helping carry in the wood. They want to be carrying out the trash, all the way from the littles to the teenage boys. And you come away with such a positive feeling. And those little kids, half of them will draw you a picture to take home because they want to thank you. And I love taking my grandsons with me because it does give them a different perspective of life, and it's awesome. I highly encourage people when we're doing the build to do a delivery just so they can see the end effort of what they're doing here today at the build.
Being a native Houstonian, I'm always looking for ways to serve my local community. Now, being a mother of 4, I'm looking for ways for my children to be able to serve Houston as well. Sleep in Heavenly Peace has the motto, no kid sleeps on the floor. While the service and camaraderie is great, the need for beds for kids in our city is greater. And we want to help fulfill that need. It's very rewarding work, and having 3 boys, almost all that are teenagers now, I'm always looking for outlets in order to expend that energy, and this is a wonderful way to do that. I've done several builds, and they are extremely rewarding experiences to be able to start in the morning in building a bed and then delivering it in the same day to your local community is a service opportunity that I've never seen anywhere else. And it's a beautiful experience going into the homes and seeing these children's faces light up when they have a bed and a place to call their own.
Hold on.
It's an amazing opportunity to serve our neighbors. Many of these families live really close to us, and for us to be able to go in with my family and play games with the kids, and some of them are helping to build the bed, and to see these children's faces just so excited to have a place where they can lay their head and have peace and sweet dreams is extremely amazing opportunity. They love to help, and they especially love jumping on the bed after the bed is made. Our chapter, the Central West, has a waiting list of over 200 children that are waiting for beds. And I had no idea that the need was that great right here in our own community.
So about 1.5 years ago, our family was asked to go do a bed delivery. And we have 3 teenage boys and a junior high daughter. And so we thought that sounded awesome, and it was. We loved it. It was just a really uplifting experience, but also awesome because it was physical. So my teenage kids just loved it. So we've done it several times, and it's really humbling. Every place that we've gone to has been an apartment, sparsely furnished, families with young kids. I know one time there was a teenage boy, and he'd been sleeping out on the couch, and so we come into their home. They're so gracious and thrilled and grateful, and offering to help, open up the bedding and all of that. And so we, it takes us a while to unload everything out of the truck, get it into the apartment, and put it together, and then it's just so wonderful to see this finished product just sitting in someone's living room, and just see the gratitude and the excitement on the faces of the kids. So it's just it's wonderful. So I think we did that a couple times, and then we were invited to maybe do more, and asked if we would be interested in coming to a bed build, which we did, and really liked that as well. And that's kind of preparing and sanding and drilling and finishing the wood, and so we were asked to be station leaders. So my husband and I each are over one station. He does the assembly of the headboards, and I'm over QC, which is quality control. And And so just at the end, I'm kind of making sure that screws are flush and boards have been lined up properly, and then doing some of the final drilling for the dowel holes. And I am not a tool expert at all, but anybody can do it. Anyone can do it. I have had fabulous 10-year-olds and fabulous 75-year-olds and men and women and everyone work at my station, and so anyone can do it. It's wonderful. I love it. Every time I come, I'm usually a little tired and I've got other stuff to do and thinking maybe I don't have time for this, and then I come and you're just working with about 50 or 60 people all doing this wonderful work, and you're outside and getting to know people and just sweating a little and working hard. It's awesome. I love it. It's just, if you're looking for a way to serve, which I think most of us are because we're so blessed, this is a fabulous way to do it. It's a great way to involve whole families or individuals, neighborhoods, whatever. It's awesome.
This is our first time. It's been wonderful. We were here with our daughter Chrissy, our 2 grandsons Noah and Finley, and her husband Tom. So there were 6 of us here this morning, and it was wonderful.
It was fantastic. I mean,
Speak loudly now.
It was fantastic. You just, it melts your heart to see all the people come together for such a beautiful cause of building beds for little ones that may not have a bed.
Yeah.
I'd say it was a riot. It was a riot. Our grandsons didn't want to go. They were at one end of the assembly line, stacking boards and pre-punching holes for drills, and they ran out of work soon, which is the reason they're not here, but they didn't want to go. They had a riot. And our smallest one, Finley, who's 7, I think he walked around to every station there was. And we're approaching 70. We're going to be, 67, 68. So we were here from the ages of 7 to almost 70. Yep.
Yeah.
Wow, 7 to 70.
Pretty close.
Yeah.
Couple years.
I worked in drilling holes after my grandson was punching the holes.
Okay. All
I
right.
pretty much hit 3 or 4 different stations, from sanding to drilling the side holes and some of the long boards, and following again Finley around stacking wood and I guess just basically assembling the sideboards to what'd be the bed supports rails. So yeah, a lot of stations, which made it very interesting.
Yeah.
Especially for our youngest grandson again, because he can only spend about 5 minutes in each spot, so I think we hit them all. Yep.
Something that we wanted to get involved with because it's something more than ourselves.
I found these things are always, you take more away.
Yeah. From the people that are here, from the, just in knowing that what you're doing is something that someone else may not be able to do for themselves, or you're just helping. It's just helping.
I can't imagine how many beds we built here and how big the operation is. Getting online after we were introduced to Sleep in Heavenly Peace, I found all these locations making all these beds. It's just outstanding. Outstanding.
I first got involved with Sleep in Heavenly Peace about 2 years ago when my church did a build and a delivery for 50 children in our area. And it was such an outstanding experience. I said, I want to do more here. And so I've joined the leadership team here from this local chapter. And I have volunteered to be the delivery manager. And during that time, I've been able to deliver or organize the delivery of 562 beds for children in the western Houston area. And it's just been an incredible experience. When we go into the homes of these people living in these apartments that have very little furniture, and the children are generally sleeping on the floor or on the couch, often with inflatable mattresses, sometimes just with blankets. It is such a humbling experience to be able to bring 3 or 4 beds into their house, assemble them, oftentimes the children will help us assemble them, and they're just full of joy that these beds are coming, and they're so happy. And it's just wonderful to see the look on their faces. And it's wonderful to walk out of those apartments having assembled those beds and put the mattresses and the sheets and the pillows and everything on the bed. And it's just an awesome experience to see how a family's life can be improved by just the work of some volunteers willing to cut wood, assemble some wood, and take it and deliver it in the apartment. In our area, we can't keep up with the growth in the number of children who need a bed. We now have over 200 children who have gone to our website and have requested a bed, their parents. And we are trying to build beds as fast as we can. So we need volunteers, we need some money, we could use some warehouse space as well. So anyway, it's been an outstanding opportunity for me, and I think for anybody hearing this who wants to do something to help their community, and something easy, and maybe you like working with your hands and doing things with wood, this is such an awesome opportunity for them. All right, so that's my story.